Hi, my name is Jennifer. Welcome to Narc Shield. If you would, please like, share, and subscribe. You can subscribe by hitting the button below, and I would really appreciate it because it does help my videos to be shared on YouTube, and my YouTube channel is new, and so I would really appreciate the support. I talk about narcissistic relationships, and I have had narcissistic abuse happened in my life before, so I do advocate for narcissistic abuse victims and try to help people get through by supporting you, because I know that it is hard to describe what is going on with you and that you can feel like you're the crazy one. So tonight I wanted to talk to you about what it's like to be in a relationship with a narcissistic person, whether that be a man or a woman. Because narcissists are, I want to say, equal. Um, they used to say that it was like 70-30, and that would be more men than women, but now I believe it's more 50-50 from what I understand. And so whether you be in a narcissistic relationship with a man or a woman, have you ever felt like or heard the term unavailable? They're just unavailable, or an unavailable man or an unavailable woman. They're emotionally unavailable. Some people may disagree with me, but I want to say that this is a narcissistic relationship. Also, I used to believe in, because I'm a big romantic and I was a big believer in the twin flame relationship. Have you ever heard of the twin flame relationship? I still struggle with this one a little bit because I do sometimes still want to think about the twin flame relationship. And I do believe that is kind of a thing. But it is the empath and a narcissist that come together. And the empath and a narcissist are teaching each other. And we're showing each other what we need to learn in our lives and to grow. And so I believe that the twin flame relationship is a narcissistic relationship, and it's very difficult. So if you've ever heard of twin flames, then you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, you may want to check it out. But it is an unhealthy relationship, and it does give you hope that eventually you will be the one who is able to help this person, and vice versa, and that you're going to have this wonderful love relationship. And it can put you in a place where you keep taking abuse. And so I was one of those people before, and I don't know that I think that's the best thing. I I I do kind of like the idea of twin flames, but I do believe that you have to walk away and take care of you and learn about you and grow and evolve when it comes to you, and not try to control something that you cannot control. And not be a doormat for someone who, anytime they're ready to come back to you and play around with you and pull you out of the toy box, that's okay. It's not okay, because you deserve better. You are worthy, and you should be treated with respect. And so that is something that an empath needs to, and a codependent needs to realize and spend time working on, other than focusing so much on the narcissist that you get lost in that and never pay attention to what really needs to be happening within you and the growth that needs to be happening within you. And I believe that everything happens for a reason. Some people are not like that, but I do believe this. And I believe that even as though this is one of the most painful relationships that you will ever endure, I believe that it's happening for good reasons. And that is for your growth, for you to see things within you so that you can continue to shine and bring such goodness into the world. You are that special star, and you don't have to let your star dim just because someone else needed your brightness and they came in and wanted you to dim because they were jealous. They didn't see those things within them, and they needed to steal your traits and take them from you. And that's what happens in a narcissistic relationship. And it's, in a sense, a thief coming in the night and just taking, and giving very little. And the only time they give is when they know that it's going to benefit them. And it is so painful to finally accept that. We don't want to accept that. And we will defend our narcissist for a really long time. And therefore, when the smear campaign happens and the devaluation and the discard are happening for you, it sets the narcissist up for most people on the outside to believe the narcissist, because you have taken up for the narcissist for so long. You've taken the blame, you've taken the responsibility, you've been accountable for pretty much everything. And you've taken on traits of the narcissist. You're beaten down, you're not feeling great about yourself anymore, you've let yourself go, you're acting out. And that is another video in itself. I want to talk about CPTSD at another time. You're being triggered, they're being triggered, and it is a learning lesson. You do come together for a reason. I believe that. And sometimes I wonder if the narcissist believes that as well. But the narcissist has to be in control, and they need power. And so if you've heard about being in an emotionally unavailable relationship, it basically is that. You're dealing with someone who has high narcissistic traits. They may or may not notice that, but it's all about them. It's all about what they need, what they want, how they're feeling. And they are going to go for what they need and want above all else. And they know to some degree that that is selfish, because they know, they've probably heard it a million times, but this is who they are and this is what they do, and that is what they are going to focus on. And they will go and be around whoever they need to be around in that moment to have their needs met. So things can change quickly in a relationship, but whoever is giving them the most narcissistic supply is who's going to be around. And who, you know, it doesn't always have to be in a love relationship. It can be family members, it can be roommates, it can be friends, it can be, you know, co-workers. But narcissistic supply needs to be the fuel, as H.G. Tudor says, that feeds the narcissist. And you will be having all your energy depleted because you shine, and the narcissist was attracted to you because you shine. There's something about you that shines so bright, and they are so attracted to that. But that is the very thing that they will leave you for, because they're jealous of that too. And jealousy is something that a narcissist feels deeply. And they don't really want to face that, but you're such a reminder of what they're not and what they wish they had. And so they begin to resent you, and they may not even understand that. And so they pull away from you. They have a hard time understanding that you could love someone like them. They don't believe you because they themselves don't know what true love really is. They don't feel that emotion the way that you do. They do feel infatuation, as I've said before. They do understand that, but they do not understand what real love is. They will preach that they deserve to have unconditional love and somebody to love them for who they are. They realize they are difficult people. They've heard it enough. They definitely know that, but they feel like they are entitled to be exactly who they are, and that everyone who is around them and wants to be around them should accept them for who they are, no matter what, and basically let them do whatever it is, even if it's rude to you. You're supposed to not really say anything about it and just let things happen and be their doormat. Because if you do speak up and you expect the same thing back from them, that's not okay. They don't want you to speak up, because when you do, that is shaming them in their eyes. You are telling them that they aren't who they believe they are. They believe that they are superior to everyone and that they are entitled to be however they want, but they expect you to be a certain way. And so it is never the same. And so you will find yourself saying to the narcissist all the time, you will say things like, it's never, why is it okay for you but not for me? You'll have like these roundabout arguments with the narcissist, and the arguments are always circular arguments. You're never going to win. It never does any good to argue with the narcissist ever, because they have to win. They don't accept accountability, and they will gaslight you and turn it around and make you question yourself, and somehow in the end you're the one who's apologizing. If you recognize what I'm talking about, then you've probably been in a narcissistic relationship. And so when I hear emotionally unavailable, I hear narcissistic relationship. And you deserve better. You may not think you do, because you have put this person on such a pedestal, and they did treat you really great in the beginning when you were in the golden period or the idealization phase. And you keep working to get back to that. But once you've gone into the devaluation phase, you will never get back to what it was like in the very beginning. You will see glimpses of it several times in and out, but you will never get back to that. And so being in a relationship with a narcissistic person is basically a yo-yo. It is a roller coaster ride where you do the ups and downs and the turns, and you can't think straight. And before you know it, you don't even know who you are. And it becomes toxic and very unhealthy for you. So, what can you do to get healthy again? The best thing you can do is to recognize and accept that you are in a toxic relationship that you cannot control. The only person that you can control is you. And you were that beautiful bright star that the narcissist was attracted to. And yes, your star has dimmed, but you can regain all of that again. You can. You have to believe it. But the way to do it is you're going to have to accept that you've been in a toxic relationship that is not healthy for you, and you need to walk away. You need to do this, and it is not going to be easy. It is going to be one of the hardest things that you have ever done in your life, but you can do it. You can do it. It's going to hurt. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to be mad. You're going to go through so many different emotions, but you need to have support. You need to have support of people who know exactly what you're going through. Those are the people that you want to be around. Those are the people that you need to talk to in these moments. You're going to need that support. The narcissist believes that no matter what they do, you will take them back. And the reason they believe that is because you have, over and over and over again. Even if you say, I'm never taking you back, we're never going to get back together again, I promise, if you've been in a narcissistic relationship, you have taken them back every time. And every time you will backtrack on things that you've said to your friends and family, and you will make excuses and say, oh, well, you know, it was my fault, I just saw it wrong. Whatever, you're going to do that in these relationships. If you leave the relationship and you have no contact whatsoever, and I have a video on here called Going No Contact or No Contact, please watch that. Please watch my trauma bond video. This is what's going to help you get out of this narcissistic relationship. hanging out with someone like me and other people that have been in these relationships. And you can find plenty of people here on YouTube, on Facebook. You can find people that can support you, because if they haven't been through it, they're not going to understand. If you think that you are in a relationship with an emotionally unavailable person, it is possible that they are emotionally unavailable in a moment in time because they've gone through something, like maybe they had a death in the family and they need to get through that. But I'm talking about something that is a pattern that has continuously happened over and over, and you can be in a narcissistic relationship, and many times the breakups are about 7 to 9 times before it finally ends. And the narcissistic relationship never truly ends, because the narcissist believes that they own you, basically, and that they are that special that you will jump back into some form of a relationship with them, even if it's 20 years from now. 2 years, 2 months, 2 weeks. Doesn't matter who you're married to, doesn't matter who you're dating, doesn't matter where you're working, doesn't matter. They believe that. But you deserve better. You can shine again. You have all the power inside of you, and you just don't realize it because somebody stole so much from you. They took things from you, and that's been unfortunate. And you don't have to stay a victim. You can survive this. You can become a survivor. I know you can. So no matter who you are right now watching these videos from me or anybody else, know that you deserve to have the love of your life, have the company that you've always wanted, work for the perfect boss that you've always wanted, to have a wonderful team to work with. There's so many different types of narcissistic abuse. If you are that kid in school who's being bullied, know that you don't have to worry about that. You don't need to take that. You are strong. You have something that narcissist is jealous over, and they want to bring you down. Don't let it happen. Don't let them win. You are stronger than you believe. You just need to have some support, and you need to have people remind you and to understand what you're going through. Until next time, this is Jennifer, but know that you're always supported. See you next time.